We've got new tools this week from Milwaukee, Kreg, Bauer, Olight, Greenworks, and more. Plus an exclusive hands-on with Hilti, and of course, another platinum tool deal from Ohio Power Tool. This is the Tool Show. We are back in the studio this week. Well, I am. Rob is down for the count, so it's just you and me, and we've got some big tools to talk about. Milwaukee just expanded its steelhead metal cutting diamond blades with a new 9-inch option designed to cut steel and stainless. The headline is up to 70 times more the life versus Milwaukee's standard bonded abrasives, thanks to a diamond grit rim and a solid steel core that holds its diameter and kicks up less debris. They're claiming more than 375 cuts in rebar, 250-inch strut, and 500 steel studs from a single blade. The 9-inch blade is $69.97 and ships in September, and I'm seeing it up for pre-sale right now at Ohio Power Tool. Milwaukee also launched the M12 Rover multi-directional floodlight with pack-out compatibility, built for commercial MEP folks who want a compact light that mounts anywhere. It pushes up to 1,200 lumens of true view output with 3 modes. The head rotates 360 degrees and pivots up to 180, and you get 4 mounting options, including a strong magnet, an integrated hang hook, a nail hook, and the included pack-out twist-to-lock mount. Runtime is about 4 hours on high with an M12 4.0 battery, and up to 16 hours on low. And there is a built-in USB-C port rated at 27 watts for charging small devices on the cart. The housing is IP54 rated for dust and water and survives drops from up to 9 feet. Price is $99 for the bare tool, and it's available now. Let me know if you prefer the magnet plus pack-out combo over the older Rover lights that only had a hook. I'm curious what you think. In case you've not had enough Milwaukee in the last 2 weeks, I have more Milwaukee for you. Recently, they've added 8-inch angle head diagonal pliers to the USA lineup with a dipped grip MT508A and a comfort grip for anyone who wants better access and hand clearance when they're cutting in tight spots. You're getting an optimized pivot for strong leverage through wire and small hardware, a laser hardened cutting edge for longer life, and that smooth open and close right out of the box with no break-in period. The dip version has a split ring hole and the comfort grip has a lanyard hole, and both are made in the USA from pressed forged steel with a lifetime guarantee. Pricing lands at $36.97 for the MT508A and $41.97 for the MT558A, and they're available now at Ohio Power Tool. DeWALT has a handy new accessory called the keychain bit holder, model DWAFHLDKC5. It just rolls off the tongue. The DeWALT 5 is 5 mini bit holders on a carabiner, so the bits you use most are always right next to you. Each holder locks a 1/4-inch hex bit, pops it out quickly with an eject action, and the bodies are all metal with color-coded bands so you can grab the right one at a glance. The set is $20 for all 5 pieces. Pre-orders are up now at Ohio Power Tool, and it's scheduled to ship around mid-September. Now, if you prefer a Milwaukee version, which I have here, their 5-piece carabiner bit holder runs about $15, uses forged steel bodies with dual ball retention instead of an eject button, and it holds the same 1/4-inch hex bits. Kreg is making waves this month with the launch of their new 20-volt ionic drive line. This is their 1/4-inch trim router aimed at precise edge work where you want microcontrol without a cord. You're getting variable speed with 10,000 to 30,000 RPM, a soft start so it doesn't jump, dual LEDs, a clear base, and a rack and pinion depth adjustment with up to 1 9/16 inches of travel for tiny tweaks. It includes both 1/4-inch and 6mm collets, accepts bits up to 1 3/8 inches, has a 1 1/4-inch vacuum port, and uses a die-cast base with a metal motor housing and dust-sealed buttons. It runs on Kreg's Blue Ion 20-volt batteries, and the packs come in 2 or 4 amp-hour options, so you can choose compact or longer runtime depending on the job. Price is $149.99 bare. In addition to their trim router, they also announced an Ionic Drive 20-volt 6.5-inch plunge cut track saw, perfect for plywood breakdowns and cabinet work. It keeps the blade on the left side so right-handed users can see the cut line perfectly. Now you're getting a 6-speed brushless motor that spins from 2100 to 4200 RPM, a thin 1.6mm 40-tooth blade, and safety features like a riving knife, an electronic brake, and a selectable anti-kickback that keeps the saw from rolling backwards down the track. Depth is up to 2 1/8 inches at 90 and 1.5 inches at 45 with a bevel from -1 to 47. And it ships with a dust bag and plays nice with Kreg's 62-inch guide track and adaptive cutting system table. As you guessed, it also runs on Kreg's Blue-ion 20-volt batteries with 2 and 4 amp hour options. And Kreg is recommending the 4 amp hour pack for this saw. Price for this is $349.99 bare. But you can't launch a power tool line without a drill and an impact, can you? Of course not. This is their compact drill and compact impact on the Blue-ion 20-volt platform. So if you're setting up a small cabinet kit, you can grab both and keep the weight down. The impact is the 1/4 inch compact impact driver, and it hits 2,200 inch-pounds with 3 speeds plus an assist mode and a reverse assist that pulses before backing screws out. And you get all of that in a 4.4 inch body with a metal 1/4 inch hex collet and an LED light. Now the drill is the 1/2 inch compact drill with 650 inch-pounds of torque, a 2-speed gearbox from 0 to 500 and 0 to 2,000 RPM, a 20+ 1 clutch to keep you from overdriving, an all-metal 1/2 inch chuck and 5.9 inch length with an LED that stays on for about 10 seconds. Backed by a 3-year limited warranty, the bare tool pricing is $99.99 for the drill and $119.99 for the impact. Now, all Ionic Drive tools are coming soon. Harbor Freight's Bauer brand just added a corded 8.5 amp 1/2 inch impact wrench with a 2 inch extended anvil for anyone doing wheels and suspension who wants extra reach. It's rated at 1,050 foot-pounds of bolt breakaway torque and 250 foot-pounds of max working torque, with a variable speed trigger up to 2,600 RPM and about 3,000 blows per minute. And the extended anvil uses a friction ring so you can swap sockets quickly. It comes with an 8-foot power cord, all metal gears with a high impact housing, a rubber nose to protect rims, and a one-handed forward-reverse rocker switch. And the tool only weighs about 9 pounds. The price is $89.99 and is available right now at your local Harbor Freight. Olight just announced Arc Pro, a flat body everyday light with 4 sources all in one. A pure flood for close work, a focus spotlight, a UV light, and a green laser. And you can run all of them solo or in combination for 7 total modes. The design is cleaned up with a dual tone finish, simple icons, and pocket-friendly shape that slides in and out of a front pocket without snagging. Charging either works with USB-C or one of their magnetic bases, which I prefer. And Olight says the internal battery is 33% bigger with up to 14 days of runtime depending on what mode you're on. The UV gets dual brightness and is tuned to be stronger and cleaner for spotting stains, checking on documents, and finding things in nature. The laser is 50% stronger and now works with every mode on a dedicated switch, so you can point and light at the same time. The Pure Flood gives you a smooth, glare-free wall of light at arm's length, and the spotlight reaches out to about 205 meters when you need the distance. Pricing starts around $99 and reservations are up now, with US shipping expected to be mid-September. Now I will put a link in the description for more information. A few weeks ago, Rob got the opportunity to visit Greenworks to get a close-up look at their Optimus product lineup, and here's how it went.
Hello, I'm Corey Fisher here at Greenworks, and I'm here to talk about the Greenworks lineup as well as the Optimus product line. When people ask if electric is ready, if it's going to compete with gas and diesel, I'm telling you the revolution started years ago, and it's here. It's ready to go. The beauty of it is we have all-day cut time. You have complete performance, the same speed or more powerful than every gas machine that's out there. And you have a simpler machine that's easier to service, easier to work on. We've eliminated all those extra blades or belts and pulleys and filters you have to check and inspect every day. We've simplified the entire machine down to almost half the parts you have in a normal gas machine. So you have less parts to service, less things to work on. For example, when we talk about servicing your drive system, you have to work on that every 250 to 750 hours. You got to maintain that, you got to inspect that. You got to flush your hydraulic system. Our drive motors that we've designed are rated for 2,000 hours before the first service you have to perform on them, which is just to open it up, 15 minutes, inspect the grease, replace that, put it back on, you're back out in the field cutting. And that's what we really look for is productivity. How many acres can you cut? Where can you cut? The performance on these is amazing with response and handling. You get 4 different drive speeds. So you can customize. Do you want to do fast cutting in open fields? You want to do fine cutting. The same with the blade speeds. Do you want to have that super high legal limit of 19,000 feet per minute? This machine and all our machines can do that. Gas machines, they're all going to fluctuate and bog down as you hit that heavy grass. Our machine will just maintain that perfect cut the entire time. People are constantly amazed at how much better these machines cut than the regular gas machines. The other beauty is that when you're driving along on this machine, we've designed the battery, the machine around the battery, not the other way around, so that the machine can perform optimally. When we say we designed the battery first, we meant that the battery has enough power to run all the motors all at once without compromising. So as you're driving along and you pull on that ETO to turn the cutting on, it doesn't slow down. It keeps going at that same speed that you were going at. You don't have to compromise at all. We also have ETO blowers and other things that can be turned on. That battery doesn't slow down, your performance doesn't change, it keeps performing optimally. And one of the last things I love to talk about is the productivity and the simplicity of these machines. A lot of people are driving this and they're new operators or they have new people coming to their field. As you're mowing along, there's only a couple levers. You don't have a dozen different things. There's no parking lever or parking brake to check. You go along, you see something, you step off, you grab that, you get back on the machine. The machine stopped itself. The parking brakes are integrated. You don't have to remember that. If you'd done that on a gas machine, it would start rolling down the hill and run away from you. On this machine, it stops no matter what the slope is. You get back on and you keep going. The other beautiful advantage of the technology is in this screen, we are the first line of defense against any issues. If you're on a normal gas machine and the engine just bogs down and stops, you don't know what happened. On our machine, it's going to say, hey, there's an obstruction in the right blade motor, so you know exactly where to look. So that operator who's brand new at the machine knows, hey, the right blade motor is the one that has an issue, not the left blade motor. So you're not tracing pulleys around, looking at where the belt slipped off. The machine helps you solve that problem. So that helps that new user understand how to fix it immediately so they can keep going and be productive out there. Like I said, this is called the Optimus because we optimize the performance, safety, and durability of these machines for every operator, whether you're a commercial landscaper or whether you're a high-end homeowner looking to get the best performance out of your yard. We have a full range of products that'll meet your needs.
I am not new to modular tool storage, and I'm assuming you aren't either. It seems like every major brand has their own version with quirks and features that makes their stack the best. By now, we all probably have our favorites. I know I do. Or I thought I did. Last week, we took delivery of a new system that's changed my mind and now has Rob and I fighting over who gets it. This is Hilti's Pro Kit system, designed for construction pros. Watch how simple it is to open the boxes. They latch at 2 points, but they open at just 1. Open the latch and you're in. Inside is modular and flexible storage. You can arrange the bins for the job at hand and only bring what you need. Box-to-box connection is quick. To disconnect, you press the latch in the middle and the stack separates without a fight. Every box is equipped for on-track, so you can tag it, scan it, and keep your inventory up to date. My favorite part is the trolley. Watch this. The whole thing comes off when you don't need it. Now you can have multiple large boxes kitted out with tools and grab the right one for the job. It has these enormous wheels for rough floors. It's fully detachable with a click of the button. There's even storage on the back for longer items like massive concrete drill bits. Best of all, there are mounts at the top of the trolley that holds pretty much any of the toolboxes. The idea is you can grab your accessories and fastener box, put it at work height, and then it opens up access to the boxes below. But with a 55-pound weight rating, you can actually move multiple boxes up top and have access to the ones on the bottom. That's pretty smart. And all the latches and other common parts are designed for easy self-repair too. Naturally, because it's by Hilti, it's built like a tank. This is not for your garage. This is for the job site. Just like Hilti tools, the Pro Kit is backed by their 2-year wear and tear warranty and can be added to your tool crib for as low as $17.50 per month through Hilti's fleet management program. If your day-to-day involves hauling tools to and from your shop, truck, and job site, trust me when I say Pro Kit will save you steps every single trip. Now, we were lucky to get an early preview of Pro Kit. It's not even on Hilti's website yet. But the moment it becomes available, we'll let you know. And based off of the short time that we've had with this, it's worth the wait. And since Rob's out sick today, this one's mine. Moving on to our favorite tool videos of the week, starting with Tools Tested, who is testing a plethora of cordless pressure washers to find out which is the best and how they compare to an old dinosaur version. No spoilers, but my favorite pressure washer is on that list. One of the tools I'm most excited about that came from Milwaukee's pipeline this year has to be the conduit bender. And no, not just because every time I see it, I think of bender. As it turns out, I'm not alone. Dustin from Electrician U is not only excited about it, but actually works in a profession to use it, unlike me. Go check out his video and see why he wants this in his tool chest. Jenny from the shop has an all-new M-Cube O2 laser level, and there are a few features that have me adding this to my wish list as well. She does a fantastic job going over all of the details of this really cool laser, so be sure to go check it out. Project Farm is testing tarps this week. Well, actually he started testing them months ago when he obviously stole someone's tractor and 15 bays of hail, wrapped them in tarps from various brands, and then let them endure the elements for months on end. But seriously, he's like my favorite human being. Samurai Builds has this awesome way of getting your kids in the shop with you without the risk of them launching blades like throwing stars or losing a finger. This is such a creative way to engage with your kids in the shop or in your garage with power tools, but a safe version of them, making them feel like they're just like you. This is awesome. Fix This Build That is testing 10 of the most interesting yet gimmicky drills that he's found online, but not all of them are bad, I promise. To find out which one he actually would recommend, go watch his video. Project Pine Hills has a utility knife and multi-tool that has some of the most creative engineering that I have ever seen. Now, asking for a friend, how many EDCs is too many EDCs? Did you know that Harbor Freight has a plate compactor? Yeah, me neither. This week, the Den of Tools has the Central Machinery plate compactor that he's testing out on a local off-road race park. That's awesome. Moving on to our Platinum Tool Deal. Every week, the pros over at Ohio Power Tools send us a unique coupon code that unlocks the greatest tool deal in power tools. However, that code will only work for the first 25 people to use it. Now this week, it will get you $50 off a $100 or more purchase of WeHa tools. Now, if you want to improve your chance, you can become a channel member for as little as $2 a month and get the details of the deal early so you can have your shopping cart all ready to go for when we announce the code. The code that you need this week to get the deal for WeHa is TS74390. Good luck. Now, I want to thank Hilti and Ohio Power Tool for sponsoring this episode and supporting our community of tool fans. If you can, go do something kind for somebody else this weekend, and eventually, Rob and I will see you next week.